Our work is about dissociable social perception and altruistic choices during the first wave of COVID-19 in the United States. It has been debated for many years whether crisis makes individuals more selfish or more prosocial. People's divergent behaviors after the breakout of COVID-19, hence the importance of understanding social behaviors during the pandemic. Here, with an online study consisting of behavioral tasks and self-report surveys, we investigated how self-bias in social perception and altruistic choices were affected by the pandemic, as well as whether or not the two were associated with each other. 1,512 participants enrolled in our online study, which was conducted from April 2nd to June 4th, 2020. Survey data were collected every week and task data were collected every 2 weeks. Overall, 480 participants completed all surveys and both tasks without failing any data quality check. There are two behavioral tasks in our study. The first one is called the self-tagging task, displayed on the left. Before this task, participants were instructed to learn associations between 3 shapes and 3 people, including self, their best friend, and a stranger. During each trial of the task, they had to decide whether a shape label pairing was correct based on the associations they learned before the task. A high accuracy for self-matched pairs than stranger-matched pairs was commonly found in previous studies, and this difference indicates self-bias at a perceptual level. The right figure displays a modified version of dictator game. In each trial, participants had to choose one between 2 options of monetary allocation between self and another person. One of the 2 options was altruistic. The percentage of altruistic choices was used as an indication of altruism. The severity of the pandemic in each state was defined as the average of daily new cases per million in the 7 days prior the data acquisition time point. The change of severity in each state was defined as the fractional change of the severity at one time point compared to the severity as of 7 days before. Our first finding is about the self-bias in the self-tagging task. Here, self-bias was quantified by the accuracy difference between self-matched and stranger-matched pairs. As shown in Figure A, self-bias decreased over time, and as shown in Figure B, self-bias was positively predicted by the change of severity of the pandemic, such that when the crisis became more severe compared to 7 days before, people tend to have a stronger self-bias. Second, we found that altruism in the modified dictator game also decreased over time. Altruism was also positively predicted by the change of severity, which means that when the crisis became more severe compared to 7 days before, people tend to make more altruistic choices. We also tested if self-bias was predictive of altruistic choices, but the answer was no. As displayed in the dashed line box in the heat map, further pairwise correlations confirmed that the 2 measures were not correlated with each other at any time point. In addition, the change in self-bias between adjacent time points was not predictive of the change in altruism either. Lastly, by relating surveys and behavioral measures, we found that people who see themselves as being in a higher social class were less self-biased at the perceptual level across all the time points, while people who had a higher income before the pandemic tended to make less altruistic choices across time. Taken together, our results demonstrate that as the pandemic became more severe, people became more self-biased at the perceptual level, but also more altruistic at the economic level. Our results suggest a dissociation between social perception and high-level cognition in the processing of self and other in the context of a pandemic, which may help understand divergent social behaviors during the crisis.